man. All my life I thought Muhammad Ali was like 60 years old when he fought Larry Holmes, but he wasn't. He was 38 years old, which is a few months older than me now. And I feel great. I don't feel as if I'm too old and I'm out of shape and I can't defend myself. I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm ready to knock.
Nobody wants to see that, do they? Who wants to see somebody beat up somebody else? That's a form of bullying, isn't it? You know.
Where coming from, his dad's coming from. However, it's Tyson's decision, and if he's going to come back, he's fighting in a couple of weeks' time. I'd much rather he does it now than sits around for 4 or 5. Does it? His powers won't be the same. He's not got a lot of miles on the clock. We will see. I mean, I think the big thing with John, what upsets John, is the training.
And that's it. And arguing during the camp. Every second day.
About what?
About him being useless and that, half the time. And then he calls me a fat bastard, you never had a fight in your life, and then he goes...
Tyson Fury is clearly fed up with his dad John Fury constantly interfering. He tells Carl Froch to make sure John gets a proper lesson in the ring, so he doesn't call out anyone else again. Tyson Fury makes it clear that his trainer is excellent and that he is more than capable of fighting. This split was deliberate and he isn't holding back.
I know a lot of people keep going on about Emmanuel, the influence he had on me and all this sort of stuff, but, you know, Sugar Hill is his own man. And I'll be the first person to stand up and say, Sugar Hill is not Emmanuel Stewart. Sugar Hill is Sugar Hill. He's his own man, and he's made his own way. And he's had his own fighters, he's had his own world champions, and he's about to have an heavyweight champion of the world. So yeah, he's his own man. He's very like Emmanuel, characteristics and that, but he's definitely...
Tyson Fury is letting everyone know that age is no barrier, and he is in peak form. He is obsessed with proving himself, and is ready to dominate the ring once again. His confidence is sky high, and he is clearly prepared to show that he can perform at the highest level without John Fury in his corner.
But it's more of an obsession for me anyway. It might be different for the other fella, but for me, it's like an obsession that I can't leave alone. It's like that risky love affair. Like I said before, it's like that risky love affair.
Peter Fury pulls no punches as he calls out John Fury's antics. He makes it clear that John's behavior is nothing but attention-seeking and compares him to a bully. At the same time, he praises skilled trainers like Sugar Hill Stewart, showing that real talent and respect come from experience and knowledge, not empty hype.
You know what, I really don't care. I don't look at it. I'm not interested in it. I'm interested when fights are signed on a line and they're getting it on.
Tyson Fury doesn't hold back as he exposes the ridiculousness of John Fury's hype. He points out how his father at over 60 can generate more respect and credibility than John, who only tries to ride on others' names. Tyson makes it clear he sees through the attention-seeking antics and won't be drawn into it.
You wouldn't think someone 61 years old can create that much fucking hype and attention, but he does. He's gold at it for sure. But I think as for me dad, a 60-odd-year-old wanting to fight Carl Froch, and Carl Froch trying to boost his name up.
Frank Warren supports Tyson Fury's comeback and stresses the urgency. He praises Tyson's timing and condition, noting the advantage of returning now while his skills are sharp. Warren subtly critiques John Fury's concern over training, highlighting that Tyson's focus and preparation are far superior, and the decision rests firmly with the fighter himself.
You know, I'm sure Tyson prefer that not to be said, and you know, I'm a big believer. You know, you keep your, you know, you haven't got to tell the world what you've got to say to your family, yourself, and to yourself.
Carl Froch doesn't mince words as he calls out John Fury for being a bully and chasing attention. He praises Tyson Fury's return, noting how relaxed and focused Tyson is despite retirement. Froch makes it clear that John's antics are meaningless compared to Tyson's skill and readiness, leaving no doubt who commands respect.
But all he's doing is attention-seeking, and he's getting more attention now. But yeah, f*** him anyway. Tyson Fury, Makvedov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone.
Shane Fury reflects on the life of a champion and Tyson Fury's extraordinary achievements. He highlights that Tyson has conquered everything outside the ring, yet still craves the challenge of competition. This commentary reinforces Tyson's motivation and drive, showing that no material success can replace the thrill of proving himself in the ring.
The thing is there's nothing more left in life for these boxers when they've these great boxers what's completed the game and they've got everything. What else can Tyson do? You know, there's only so much yachts and sailing, and there's only so much flying on holidays, and there's only so much fucking whatever a normal person thinks is good you can do before you're sick.
Peter Fury admits Tyson Fury's brilliance when he is fully focused. He acknowledges the risk but respects Tyson's skill, highlighting his ability to outbox any opponent when on his A-game. This reinforces Tyson's dominance and makes clear that the fighter's talent and precision far outweigh any doubts, proving he is still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me, and he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through.
Liam Goff highlights the challenge of Tyson Fury returning after more than a year away. He points out the difference between a mover like Tyson and a pressure fighter, emphasizing the importance of timing and conditioning. Despite the long break, Goff hints that Tyson's skill and adaptability give him the tools to overcome any rust and maintain his dominance in a heavyweight division.
Tyson Fury has been out of the ring for well over a year now. By the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just...
The Wade Plemines exposes the tension between John Fury and Tyson's team, questioning whether John's influence is helpful. He highlights the strategic side of Tyson's comeback, emphasizing the need to fight meaningful opponents while regaining his path to the belt. This commentary supports Tyson's independent decisions and underscores the unnecessary interference from John Fury.
And he's alluding to Sugar Hill Stewart, the people around him. I assume that's who John's talking about here when he says, you know, people are acting like his friends and they're acting like they got his best interest, but they don't, and he's not listening to me anymore, and he should have been doing easier fights, which, again, if Tyson's not fighting for a belt, I understand the need to fight a contender to get back to the belt, which is why I think it's kind of...
Frank Warren emphasizes that Tyson Fury's return is his own choice, not influenced by anyone. He praises Tyson's dedication, training, and motivation, highlighting that the decision is purely personal. Warren's commentary reinforces Tyson's autonomy and determination while subtly contrasting John Fury's interference, painting Tyson as a focused fighter fully committed to his comeback and still in peak condition.
Well, I never asked him to come back or encouraged him in any way because that's got to be his decision. He's a very wealthy guy. Financially, he's set up for life and probably 10 lives older. But he wants to fight and he's in the gym. He's in tremendous shape and that's his decision. And that's his decision. Understand, where his family are coming from. His dad's coming.
Liam Goff acknowledges John Fury's concerns but balances them with Tyson's evident passion and determination. While John sees wear and tear from previous fights, Goff suggests that Tyson's drive, skill, and preparation are still formidable. The commentary highlights the conflict between family opinion and professional capability, showing that Tyson's focus and readiness outweigh any doubts about his return.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore. And I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogies took...
Eddie Hearn explains the deep bond between Tyson Fury and his father, John Fury, acknowledging the integral role John played in Tyson's journey. However, he highlights the unusual split, making it clear that personal differences can affect even the strongest relationships in boxing. Despite the fallout, Tyson's independence is underlined, showing that he is fully capable of managing his comeback with his trusted trainers. Hearn's words paint a vivid picture of family tension, but also of professional resilience. Tyson remains focused, disciplined, and determined to prove himself, emphasizing that the conflict with his father cannot distract him from his mission to dominate the heavyweight division once again.
Yeah, I didn't know. They've always been very close, and John's always been a big part of the training team. I know he's had his trainers in Sugar Hill and Ben Davison, but John's his dad, and he's been a big part of the journey. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's not my business, but they've clearly fallen out. And it's never nice to see, and definitely.
Simon Jordan criticizes John Fury for making the personal dispute public, highlighting that airing family disagreements in the media is unwise. His commentary underscores Tyson Fury's professionalism in contrast to his father's public statements. Tyson's focus remains on training and returning stronger, showing that external drama will not derail him. Jordan's insight amplifies the narrative that Tyson is fully committed to his comeback, proving he can maintain peak performance and mental focus regardless of family tensions. This shows fans that Tyson's success is based on preparation and skill, not family validation, and sets up the stage for a thrilling return to the ring.
Relationships, you repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him whether it's an act, curated or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys, I'm not hugely interested in John Fury's outlook.
Shane McGuigan suggests that Tyson Fury may have leveraged his father's presence to maintain attention and create controlled chaos around his career. However, he emphasizes that Tyson is now mature enough to operate independently, relying solely on his own instincts and his chosen trainers. This commentary shows Tyson's growth as a fighter and his ability to separate personal drama from professional focus. McGuigan's analysis reinforces the idea that Tyson is strategically in control and is prepared to return to the ring fully focused. Fans can see that this comeback is not about theatrics but about precision, skill, and discipline, ensuring that Tyson Fury's ring performance remains untouchable and driven entirely by his own vision.
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest, and I think he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn.
John Fury expresses his frustration at feeling sidelined and disrespected, making it clear he believes Tyson has prioritized others over him. This moment adds drama to the storyline, but it also highlights Tyson Fury's independence and self-reliance. The commentary shows that Tyson's focus is unwavering despite emotional family conflicts. Fans can understand that Tyson is motivated by his own goals and vision, not by appeasing family members. The tension reinforces the narrative that Tyson's upcoming fights are driven by skill, strategy, and personal ambition, proving that no external interference can undermine his commitment to dominate the heavyweight division and deliver another sensational performance in the ring.
If you can't show your father respect when it's needed, keep going. I don't need you. I don't need him and his millions. I need nothing off him. I wish him well, but he's put those people before me, his blood father. That's hurt me like you wouldn't believe. So, they can jog on. Yeah. And I mean that.
As we reach the conclusion of this intense saga, it's clear Tyson Fury is operating on a completely different level. Despite the very public fallout with his father John Fury, Tyson has demonstrated that he is fully in control of his career and his comeback. Every analyst, from Eddie Hearn to Shane McGuigan, has highlighted Tyson's professionalism, discipline, and focus. He is no longer dependent on family drama to fuel his motivation. Tyson has the perfect team around him, including his trusted trainers, and he's ready to show the world that he still possesses the skill, power, and ring IQ to dominate any opponent. The calls for Froch to destroy John Fury in the ring add an extra layer of intrigue and excitement, showing Tyson's confidence and his desire to make a statement. Fans are witnessing not just a comeback, but a strategic masterclass of resilience and determination. The personal drama only amplifies the stakes, but Tyson remains unshaken, sharp, and prepared. Don't miss the chance to see how this unfolds live in the ring. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications now to catch every moment of Tyson Fury's triumphant return and all the explosive fallout that follows.